Definitely feels like I'm forgetting something. Let's make sure that's working. Let's make sure this is working. My spine broke. I gotta remove that anchor when I do these. I forget. It doesn't even seem to help when it loses tracking anyway. I just go flying. Anyway, um, hmm. Anyway, it might be a drawable face. I don't know about the rest of it. Here we are. I didn't draw this, by the way. This is one of Sue's things that I was thinking about doing a sketch of. And apparently it opens JPEGs in Krita by default. Uh, let's open that up. Okay. Why is green? Why is everything green? That's right. We were messing with color. Now, I'm probably not going to do it today, but I did find uh, that Krita apparently has a web page that has like little tutorials. It's a little hard to follow because I would call it, I don't want to say broken English. It's pretty good, but there's like occasional errors that just I don't quite understand. But I think it's pretty doable. Like it's really really good, except for like the few times it happens to not be. But yeah, I think I'll probably study that. But what that is um there was, fuck, I forgot where it was. Was it filters? No, it was basically, was it layer? There was a way to like make layers be uh all right, hold on. The easiest way I can do it is I'll draw that. So there was a way, and I don't remember exactly, it was like color masks or something, where apparently you can just choose a color, draw a line over it, and if you wanted, you can still do that. So like it would still be the same color, but then you can like change the color with like edges and stuff, and it would like fill it in for you. And I'm guessing that's how most people seem to do shit. Because otherwise, I don't know how the fuck you're staying in lines. Fuck. Come on. Yeah, why? There we go. Jesus. All right. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on with that, but apparently you can do that with masks and whatnot. So I'll probably try and figure that out. And there's also something about lines as well that like I guess it'll like complete your lines. I did watch um a couple of other people's like art videos, I guess we'll call them. Um uh it was like a time lapse, and what they did was they would draw, and there's like a slight delay when I do it because I have relatively lax settings for correction. But they would draw, they would finish like here, and then the line would show up. And then the way they would do it is they would just go like that, right? And if they didn't like it, they'd delete it, right? And they would just like keep doing that until they got the line they wanted. And I guess like the correction was doing the whole thing for them. I don't know if I want to do that. I mean, I feel like I'm not really learning like that, but it did give them pretty straight lines. I guess maybe that's the way people do it. They just go like, and then like the correction does it all, and now they have like a perfect face or something. But I don't know what settings that requires. I don't even, I think it was Clip Studio Paint they were using. I don't know how to do that, and I also don't know that that helps me that much. Like, okay, I do that. Now what? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not really learning anything. I don't know. I mean, I guess you could argue like you are because you're learning. I knew it was gonna do this. You're learning. I kind of want to draw whatever the fuck that is. That Keanu Reeves on Danny Trejo. Dude has good tacos and donuts. I think Trejo's tacos. Anyway, I don't feel like I'm learning, but at the same time, I guess if that's the thing you're doing, uh, that's the thing you're doing. I don't know how else to put it. Like if that's how you draw and you learn how to do that well, what need do you have for like a normal sketch, if you will? I am struggling finding something to sketch here. Definitely didn't just sneeze. Okay. Is that a fucking flashbang? What is this? Oh, this might be the guy. This might be the guy. What is this? It's like a fucking. Hold on. This says there's supposed to be a sea slug. What is this then? What? All right. I don't know what's going on with the rest of them. This is fucking hilarious. So this is. I'm assuming Zion, the sea slug here. I'm assuming they drew this. This is what we're doing today. What is this? I fucking love it. All right, how do I draw this? Which is also why I fucking chose to try and draw this. This is my anime girl for the day. Okay. What is this shit, man? It's so cool. It's so funny. Is something wrong with me? I don't know. To me, it's really cool that somebody just like came up with this. I don't know why the hair is like fucking Oscar Mayer wieners here, but hey, it works, right? And it's less work for me, so I should have drawn the face first. I didn't think about this. Okay. And this one stays kind of fat, actually. Oh, brother. I didn't work on it last night, but the night before I started working on like a time lapse sketch, and I didn't, like I said, I didn't work on it last night, and I didn't feel like it was done or anything. But I don't know why I just like, I don't know, not really halfway through, maybe like 55% way through. I just kind of like didn't feel like I could keep going. I don't know what it is about it, but I was just kind of like, you know what? I felt like I was getting worse as time went on, and I was like, I gotta stop because it's just gonna keep getting worse. So I did, and I figured what I can do is next time I'll just start a time lapse again from there, and hopefully that works, and we'll just continue on. But I didn't do it last night. I don't know. I just kind of wasn't feeling it. Oh shoot. Oh no, my scaling, dude. All right, we'll start here instead. Enjoy. Okay. I don't know why, but I keep having to clear my throat. I mean, I'm sure it has something to do with something, but I don't know what. All right. But that's why I keep muting. I don't think you guys want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Kind of bothers me. Fucking dang. It kind of looks like a chocobo chick, doesn't it? That time was water, I swear. Okay. All right. Okay. Is it wrong that I'm thinking this might be a good one to try and color? Okay. It's making me fucking crack up, man. I'm gonna put these on their own thing real quick. Too thin. Nope. Yeah. Nope. Are we on? Yeah, we are on. Okay. What if I start from this side? Why am I pressing so hard? What's going on here? I feel like that's not right. I really feel like I need to turn this thing, but I obviously can't. Ah, Jesus. You know what? That's what you get. I'm gonna stop it there. Maybe like partial. Can we? That's what we're gonna get. I don't know, man. I feel like every time I try, it gets worse. Okay. All right, let's go back. Actually, we can leave that one apparently. This is why I should have drawn the face first. Because now I don't know if there's space to draw the face. Actually comes up past this one a little bit. And then apparently this is going to be part of the hair now instead of part of the face. And that is going to have to be fine. Come on. Okay. All right. Let's select all of those. No. Okay. What? I said all of them. Hello? Does it work with this? Okay. What? That's fine. That's fine. It's cool. You can say that we are nothing, but I know the truth. Guess I'm the fool. Okay. Oh, brother, this guy stinks. Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna fucking do this at this point. Hello? 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 Why didn't that work? You would think having all layers selected would work. Okay. Actually, let's go back. We're gonna completely just redo this. I actually thought that side looked better, but I think this will be the easier side to redo. Okay. That kind of goes like that. And then the rest of that should be blank, right? Okay. This one should be effectively like that. That one should be effectively like that. Okay. And that should be effectively like that. All right. Okay. Let's go back to paint layer 1. And we're going to actually put the face in here, I think. Okay. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. This looks so stupid. This is so hard to look at. Somebody with immense talent just like decided they were gonna fucking draw this. Why? Why have you done this? The anguish in its face. Alright. And we'll kind of take it down like that. Okay. New layer for I guess that's a nostril. I don't fucking know what that is. No, that's too sharp. Okay, let's go back. Let's get that out of the way. We can work around that later. Okay. Whatever the fuck's going on here is going on. Let's do another layer for this like bottom part here. It's getting too dark. I don't like when I do that. I think I start getting nervous and like pressing harder without realizing it. Do I hear a fucking chicken in real life? What is going on? Where the fuck I am? Okay. Give bro some eyes. Okay. Not how you do it. It just keeps magnetizing to the same line. It's not doing anything. It's so frustrating. Oh my god, I'm gonna freak the fuck out. Stop. Jesus Christ. There you go. Thank you. Jesus. That honestly made me want to just stop this fucking project. If you can call it this sketch. I I don't understand why it was just fucking with me so much, but it was extremely frustrating. And now it's doing it again where it's like it's super off. It's magnetizing to the wrong line. I don't even want it to magnetize. Just, oh my. Okay. Closing it. And we're gonna fucking pray that it just desynced and we can fix this. That does not feel synced. Okay, that looks synced. Wait, do I have to like... Okay. I have Snap 2 off. Like, I know it has the smoothing on. Wait. Wait. What? Did it merge all the layers? I didn't... Does it always do that? Shit. Okay. That's not good. Alright. We're just gonna, like, finish out the face a little bit here. And then I think I'm gonna be done with this one because I don't like that. So I guess because it's a PNG, it can't remember that it had layers, which is fucking stupid. It's a good lesson to learn at this point, I guess. Um, wow. Did it warn me? I thought it warned me that the file size might be larger because of this, which I would have assumed that that makes no difference on whether or not it remembers layers. If anything, I would think it's basically telling me, like, bro, we're going to remember the layers, and that's going to be a bit much for us. But if you got the system for it, we're up. Like, that's how I take that. I'll double check next time I save one. Okay. Control C, Control V. Jesus Christ, what the fuck are my neighbors doing? Good enough for me. Damn. I felt like we had it until the whole pen incident, and then everything just kind of snowballed out of control. Um, I think I just need to stop working on this one and do something else because I'm just gonna get more and more pissed. So what does this say? Warning, save will lose information from your image, but it doesn't say what. Okay. All right. Hear me out. Hear me out. That should not be a pop out. That should just, there's space right here for the entire sentence. Just put that. You don't even need all of the rest of whatever the fuck this is. Okay. From now on, we select that and that's fine. The reason I have been doing it as PNGs is because YouTube and Twitter do not let me upload Krita files. Um, that's it. It's that simple. So I figured PNG, I'll just keep it consistent. Um, I know sometimes like if you resave stuff, even as a PNG, I think too, but I know especially as like a JPEG or a GIF, I feel like they kind of like every time you like resave it or something, I swear it gets slightly more blurry. But all right, that's fine. Um, let's move on from this. We've made our mistakes. It was a mistake we learned from. Sure, a fucking knife. Get me out of here. Am I crazy or should it just say that outright? Like, I know it does if you tap on it, but there shouldn't be any hidden info. There's space. There's enough space there to to do it. It wasn't necessary to turn that into a pop out. Like there was enough space to just write that. Let's find a knife to draw, shall we? Jesus, what are my fucking neighbors doing? I do not remember the name of this knife, but this is a Cane Grambo knife. I originally bought this. I think it was like on sale. Oh, cool. We're losing tracking for no reason. It was on sale, which was weird because typically smaller people like this don't have sales. Um, and I think it was like both popular and kind of unpopular. It was like it's a nice design, like it's a cool design. A lot of people don't like the top flippers. So that's like strike one. Like people do like top flippers, don't get me wrong. The people who like them. But a lot of people do dislike them. They find it to be like harder to open with gloves. It's harder if you have maybe a disability. Um, and so it's kind of got like a strike against it. And then there's the fact that I think the original price was around $300, which I didn't pay. And as much as I do like the look of this knife, it's definitely not worth that. Um, but I think it was like priced pretty heavily. What does this even say what steel it is? I think it's M390, but it doesn't. Um, I'm pretty sure it's M390 or something like that. Maybe 20 CV. But oh, it says it on the thing, M390. Okay. Basically, these are like a limited run thing. Limited run. It's limited run in the fact that the guy would create them with a production company. I think based on the feel, I would probably say this is Wee Knives. Um, actually, this might be Artisan. Interesting. This might be Artisan cutlery work. But basically, it's a lot of money for you're basically paying for the design and the fact that they're relatively exclusive, right? You're supporting a smaller person who's putting up the money up front to get like a batch of 100 of these from let's say it is Artisan Riot or Wee Knives or I don't know of any American companies that'll do that for you. I guess Case. Um, I'm pretty sure you can buy like customized case knives, but they're putting it up front, so they buy 100 because that's probably like I don't know how much that would be, but we'll just call it 10 grand. Um, that's probably more than it is. I don't know for certain. It's probably more like 5 grand. Well, I'm thinking in terms of old prices. It might be even more now, especially with like tariffs and stupid shit. But they're putting up the money up front, so they only have like 100, 200, 300 of them. They'll number them to make it feel more fun and exclusive, and people buy them up, especially if it's a design they like and it's a quality they like. Well, the problem with this one was that, for one, the guy I believe is in Australia, which meant if you didn't find yourself on like a shipping promo or something, I think you had to pay. As well, like I said, it's M390 in titanium, which for $300 isn't like unheard of or unreasonable, but there's a lot of options out there. He's a smaller guy, so right, it's less likely to get traction. But basically, people would buy them, and you really only bought it to support the guy, unless you, I guess, got it on sale. So I bought this thinking like if I didn't like it, I would be able to sell it. and I could. I still can. But I decided because the guy would customize his own. I'd try to customize this one myself. So you'll notice it's like purpley bronze. This actually comes uh, with no texture. I gave it a little bit of texture. And it comes with just plain old, I guess, tumbled or whatever titanium. It's just gray. And the guy himself does like customized ones, which are like the real popular ones. Like he'll chop off part of the blade or do a custom blade for one, or he'll put milling into certain scales so they look better. But ultimately, I ended up not really being able to sell it because I uh, I found that it would slip closed, and I'm risking it here. Okay, which is why I did customize it because I was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna be able to sell it. But I figured I would do it because of that, and I get stuck with it, if you will, which isn't like a shame or anything. It's a cool knife, but after customizing it, I think it kind of did stop. I think maybe I kind of actually, this is a darker purple here on the lock bar. I think I kind of like burned it. I didn't burn it. It would be white if I did. I just got it hot enough that I think like it warped maybe a little bit, and I think I actually like fixed the issue, or maybe it's like sticking now. Obviously there's like a lock bar insert. That's what the screw holds in. And I took that out to do that. But I think I like somehow accidentally fixed it. So I've thought about trying to sell it now, but it's like now I have to sell it as used. I am actually curious. What? Oh fuck! Where's my phone? Anyway, we're gonna draw this in a second. Does this guy still sell them? I know a lot of smaller guys just went out. I know Surge. I think we showed Surge on stream the other day. That was a slip 7, and I was trying to figure out which one it was. And Monterey Bay Knives are still in, which is Sanford Owen and Ray Laconico, I think. All right, Grambo Knives, are they still around? Okay. Oh, this is the Aceto, apparently. Does he have any of these? Sold out, sold out, sold out. Yeah, they're all sold out. So the Russ EDC came out after this, and that's the one that apparently like people really, really like. They don't like this one that much. Oh, he has a textured one too. Okay, and a heat drink. Okay, shed mod. So how much he would have charged 439 for that? All right, well, let's go to eBay. Let's see if we can find one. Not sponsored by eBay. Also, I don't really like them very much. Okay, so there's a couple of new ones for 350, which is definitely more than what I paid. Is this the guy himself? No, it's just a reseller. You got a Russ EDC for 500, which is nuts, and a used one here for 400, which is also nuts. Because these are not made in America, like handmade. You can get Monterey Bay knives made in America, I believe. Uh, I don't know that they're 100% handmade. I think they do some machining on these, but these would be if you get them now. I think they're more like 550. They used to be a little less. Um, but you can do better than that, in my opinion. I mean, it won't be like the same feel, I guess, but you know what I mean. Anyway, uh, it looks like I could probably sell this even used for more than what I paid, so I might go ahead and do that because I don't really find I use this very much, and it's mostly because it's not the most satisfying action, um, and it's a little, how do I put this? It's not like thick, but it's like chunky. I don't know. Like it doesn't sit in the pocket, right? And it's kind of heavy for like how small it is. It's dense. There we go. It's dense. Anyway, let's try and draw this shit. I believe I got this both on sale and there was like a promo code on his I think it was on his Instagram, but I don't do Instagram because I have a vendetta against anything meta, which really makes me upset that my VR is a meta quest. But in my defense, I didn't pay for it. But also I hate that I had to make a meta account to fucking use it. Um we'll go over that in a second, I guess. But yeah, I the guy had like a lot of creators, including the one we showed you last time, the Surge's website, Serge Panchenko, will just have like their Instagram shown on their own website, which I think is funny. I think Monterey Bay Knives, for example, links to theirs. They don't have theirs on their own website, at least. Um, but he does have his linked. But a lot of them do, including this dude did. I don't know if he still does have it like so that it shows. There's like a little feed for his Instagram, and I could see that there was apparently like a code, and I don't remember what it was. I think it was like a holiday or something, and it just made it cheaper than I really thought it would be. And I was like, you know what? If I really don't like it, I can sell it, and then you know the rest of the story. Why does this feel so wrong to me? How do you fucking draw, dude? Like, what am I doing? Forget what I'm doing wrong. What am I doing right? Am I doing anything right here? It doesn't feel like it. Anyway, my vendetta for meta, by the way, I think I explained, um, or I said I was going to explain. All right, let's start with I have a meta quest. That was sort of given to me by, I guess, my previous boss now. Hopefully, I get to work with him again, but he's a super nice guy. It's his old quest, too. Um, I had been talking about the Steam frame. I was like, I'm gonna maybe buy it. It seems like it's gonna be my best option. And he's like, well, I have my old Quest One and Quest Two, and I'm like, well, how much would you want for them? And he's like, no, you can just have them. So I'm like, if you're gonna, because he's like, I'm gonna throw them out. So I'm like, sure. Why? I mean, if you're gonna throw them out, I can pay. Like, I'll pay for it. They're probably still like, I think with all the accessories, it's probably like I wouldn't personally, I wouldn't pay $200, but it's probably $200 worth of stuff, if that makes sense, in terms of like still used market value, because it's the headset. He gave me like three fucking headbands. One of them was used, two of them weren't. I did buy my own because he at first had only given me just the one like strap, but there's like six of these things, which are the batteries. Please don't beep. Please don't beep. Right. So it's like I could I could indefinitely. By the way, those batteries work with the one I bought too. So I've got a ton of those. Um, I think there's like three. There's four controllers. One of them doesn't work, so there's three controllers. But like I think the headsets go for like $40 used. I think the controllers go for probably, we'll just call it three controllers. We'll call it two controllers. Those are probably like 30 something bucks, right? Each of the headsets, if I were to have bought them, or like the straps, If I were to have bought them all, and the extra batteries, they're probably each like 20 to 30 bucks. Um, and then like the extra batteries, I don't know that they come with it. I could never find one with extra batteries, so the extra batteries are probably like 15 bucks each. So yeah, we're probably looking at like 150, 175, maybe 200 if you want to include like the what is that thing called? The extra controller, and then what? There was something else. Oh, there he. It's funny. He had it hooked up to like. Do I have it here? Yeah, he had it. So he had those, which I found strange. But he had it hooked up to a fucking solar power bank. And like a whole rig and strap set up for that. And I'm like, well, why this? Anyway, that's the only reason I own a Meta product. He gave that to me, so I actually just gave him a Demco. I think I've talked about this before. A Demco AD 15, I think. Do I have one here? I think I have one like right here. And I've told this story that he apparently I warned him. I said it's a really heavy knife. And I said be careful. I showed him how to open and close it safely. I said you'll fucking guillotine your finger. That's a quote. And apparently he still almost did it. But I gave him one of these, which I definitely I think I paid like 50 bucks for it, to be honest. But I think they're more like I on sale regularly now. I don't even know, but they used to. It was a surprise back in the day to get one for 50 bucks. That's like the sale price of the cheap one. Um, but he got the good version because I got the good version, and I felt like that was fair, right? His shit for that. But anyway, I don't personally buy Meta products usually because when I was younger, I didn't have Facebook. I didn't want Facebook. I didn't do MySpace. I thought it was kind of weird. I figured it was a fad that was just going to go away. And in a way, I'm right, because it's not real anymore. Like, I don't know that it was ever really real, but it's definitely not real now. Um, it's all just like fake stories and AI bullshit at this point, as far as I can tell. But when I was in middle school, and I know who was impersonating me, but I was being impersonated. I don't really want to go too much into it, but I was being impersonated on Facebook and MySpace, I believe. But since MySpace died, I didn't have to worry about it. But Facebook refused to take the thing down without me showing them proof of who I was. The problem was I didn't have a Facebook because I didn't want them to have my info to begin with. And I felt like the better solution was for them to force the person claiming to be me using my picture should have to prove that that's them. You know what I mean? Like, if I've gone through that level of trouble to ask to take it down, I mean, I guess that can be used to harass people if it's illegitimate, but at the same time, like, it kind of can't, because if it's used legitimately once and then you legitimately prove who you are because you actually want to be on their platform, then they never have to ask you again. You can't prove, you know what I mean? You've already proven your identity. So it really couldn't be abused. And I felt like the solution was for them to make the other person, who I guess, you know, they, I believe, still does it. It kind of stopped around high school, but I would get occasionals like, why don't you add me on Facebook? Like why are you so different? Why are you so weird? Why are you kind of a dick there? Or why are you like this? And I'm like, it's not me. It's a fake person. And they're like, oh, if you don't want to talk, it caused me grief more than more than once. But Facebook refused to remove it, so any company associated with Facebook, I do not support ever. They don't get my money. And like I said, the only reason I have a Quest is because it was effectively a trade. I know you know, I didn't have to give the guy the knife. He was more than happy to not get anything for it. Um, but that's the story why we don't stand Facebook around here. They support fraud. I wonder if I still have the email. Probably not, because I get like those fake like friend ads for some reason all the time, and so what'll happen is I'll just like type in Facebook and delete it, to like delete all. Why does that not look right? All right. Some ain't right here. I think we're just gonna get rid of all of that. We're gonna start over. I don't like it. I do not like it. You know what? Maybe this shit'll work finally. What do we think? Okay. What if I do... Fuck, I don't know what to do. I don't know why, I just don't feel like I can do this one. It's way too much belly. Come on. There we go. No, I'm on the fucking background layer. God damn it. Okay. I don't know why. I don't like this. I don't like the way this is turning out. It's not looking right to me. That one's not that bad. It's not great. But for a one run, I can live with that, I think. We're gonna have to live with that. So let's add that. Maybe if I do this now. That's way, way too bad. Okay. What? That's right. Okay. And something like that, maybe. Stop. Why is it doing? I'm like barely fucking pressing and it's getting darker as I go. Okay. It's not really right, but we're just gonna go with that at this point. I'm getting, I'm shook. I'm shooketh. I'm losing it. I'm on the wrong fucking layer. God damn it, man. I realized when I wanted to change this. Okay, I have the smoothing on. That's what's going on here. That's what's going on here. Boom. How about no smoothing whatsoever? Thank you. Should be no snap too either, but whatever. You know what? Good enough. Also, it is insane how much better that just turned out. Wait, hold on. What is what? Huh? Why is that like kind of working? Whatever, man. Whatever. I'm not gonna do it too much because I'm losing it, bro. Okay. Let's yoink all of those. We're going to move it. We're gonna have to shrink it. Okay. Okay. You select. Mm-hmm. A little thicker than I'd like. Why is that so wrong? What is going on here? Okay. All right, we're fine. Everything's fine. If I just hold this like that, does that help me? Where? All right. Why is there no way to do this without opening that? I gotta find a way to like put the wheel somewhere else. I feel like it would just be easier for me to like tap it because the button just always gets lost in my hand. What? I don't know what it is. I just can't draw today. I feel like I'm getting worse. I mean, I can't draw every day, but it's like worse than usual. What is this? Like, does this have a name? Off day? Like, I know it's usually not good. I feel like I'm usually better at the knives, though, than anything else. Because I'm just literally drawing something I've probably held thousands of times. Okay. Alright. We're just gonna save this. We're gonna do it as a PNG. We're gonna save as both. Okay, remember that. Okay. Whatever. We're gonna try and speed do one. Okay? Jesus, that's bad. Okay. We'll do another layer. Too much there. We're trying to go fast, but we're still trying to be like relatively accurate, okay? Come on, come on. Okay, so that's obviously not right. I think we can fix it by doing this. Okay, and we can maybe thicken it up just a little bit. Okay, it's not right still, but it's better than the other one, I feel like. You know what I mean? Like, the other one just wasn't it. I don't know what else to say. Okay. So a quick little screw layer. You know me, I like a good screw. I don't know who you are and why you would know that, but you can fuck off. Stupid fuck. Unless, you know, you know who you are, you can stay. Okay. Simple solution to having to draw multiple of these is to just fucking Control C, Control V. And I didn't fucking do it right. These are completely, well, they're all Torx screws, but they're different. Oh, I just fucking spun it. They're different shape and size. Or Torx screws. Control C, Control V. That way I don't have to draw it the whole goddamned way. I said the whole goddamned way. Roughly there. Spin this one as well. Nobody will know it's 3 of the same fucking screw. Okay. Back out. Come on. Okay. Do some layers. Alright. Let's go back to the blade. I think we can adjust the blade a little bit here. So, oh. I'm like, what the fuck are these options? Never seen this shit in my life. Okay. Alright. Let's go up. And then let's go down. It's a little off. I think it needs to be a little longer. But I think this is a lot, and I mean a lot better than the other one. Let's go ahead and just like redo most of this part here. I think we can pull this off. Okay. I think we're there. That's as good as I'm going to get. All right, so let's do... Okay. Let's do this. Okay. And now we can do this. All right. That's not perfect, but that is so much better than before. Oh my god. Um, it's ridiculous how much better that looks. Give it a little bit of that, and then a little bit of that. You know, give it some fake lines here. Make us feel better about ourselves. Why? I mean, I'm not gonna pretend this is great. It's like leagues. It's so much more ridiculously better than the one before. That like I'm almost actually proud of this one. All right. Just like me, Big Screw is Jewish and big. Uh, Big Torques. My bad. Ah, Jesus, dude. All right. I don't like what was. I guess it was just like a mental thing after like a series of frustrations. I also really think removing the brush smoothing for this helped me a lot. I don't know what it is. Sometimes the brush smoothing feels great. Other times it's like just not working at all. Um, is this like super clean looking? No, but this is a good sketch to me. It's not great for the scale. I need to figure out a better canvas size, I guess, and I'll just have to drag around. Because that's both images now, that and this, and several days now I've done worse with scaling and stuff. Man, I feel like I had things I was talking about, and I just kept getting like so pissed with myself that I would just kind of stop yapping and like lose my train of thought because I'm like, why won't this fucking work? Why can't I draw this line or whatever? Uh, man, it sucked. You know, outside of the scale, it's actually like kind of good. I mean, obviously it's not like super clean, perfect lines or anything, but it's kind of good, right? For like you know, a shitty person like me. Maybe a little better on the scales. Both the scale and the scales. The scales and then the scale of it. I feel like the first image started off, I was really satisfied with how it was going, and then I felt like the pen kept snapping to things instead of going where I wanted. Um, and that like sent me snowballing, you know, in frustration. And then like it just went downhill from there. Like it started off satisfying. I was pretty happy with it. You know, it wasn't great or anything. And then as time went on, I just got more and more pissed. But I feel like finishing this one, especially as kind of like a quick speed sketch, if you will, this one was really satisfying. Like I know it's just so plain. There's no color. I don't really know what I'm doing or anything. You know what? Let's look for mask, by the way. Um Also let's save this before I fucking forget. I know it's very plain and it's not a whole hell of a lot of work gone into it, but this was really satisfying to complete because I did it very quickly and it was a huge improvement over what I was just doing. All right, so tools maybe? No. Is it a layer? So I take that and I turn this into misc maybe? No. Hmm. Oh, didn't mean to do anything. I don't know what's going on. Overlay? Yeah, that didn't actually overlay anything. Oh, okay. It's interesting. Oh. Wait. Okay. So let's make this red. Let's leave it as a burn. Well, actually, hold on. What does color do? So color does that. What about burn? Same thing, but kind of maybe more vibrant. What about color dodge? No. Darken. Okay, well, I don't know what the hell's going on there. Light erase. Okay. Multiply. Saturation. Top light. Screen. Luminosity. Color dodge. Well, I don't know what's going on with this. There's a very simple solution though. I can just get rid of that layer. I need to maybe watch a video on that. I need to go back and find the webpage. I found it on my phone, which is why I didn't get too into it because I don't know. Doing things on your phone feels like it's not actually being done. It feels like a cop out slash like I need to go get this web page on my PC for actual proper whatevering. I just don't it don't feel right otherwise. Um anyway, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get off for today. I feel like we cooked ourselves mentally. Uh I don't know. Let's call it 1.5 satisfying sketches. One, and then I was pretty satisfied for most of that until the fucking eye thing, so we can live with that. The other thing though, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. Thanks for thanking. Hank. Anyway, hopefully I'll catch you in the next one. Obviously, almost certainly arc tonight. We'll figure it out. Um, but thanks for chilling, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.